Okay, so you heard something in there that nobody in Denver Bronco or Denver Nuggets lore wants to hear. So he stated in the conference, he mentioned the nightmare scenario where an injury to the wrong player, which is whoever it may be, under the financial pressure of the second apron, could force the team to consider trading Jokic. Okay, I guess he maybe said that to somebody, or maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe he took a shot at somebody without really understanding what he said. I don't know exactly what's going on, but now I don't think it's real possible a real possibility that they'll trade Jokic ever in their life, and then he's able to sign a new deal on a new 3-year extension, which you probably will do that, maybe not, who knows. And at the end of the day, anybody's tradable but him. So let's be honest, I don't think he's ever going to trade him. Everybody is tradable but him. Maybe he's trying to, spark somebody's ass, and with injury problems, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, like maybe Jamal Murray. Who knows what or why he said such a thing? But there's no accident. He said it on something, or just one of those one-off cut comments, and it didn't definitely got people talking. I can tell you that because it's been all over, and everybody's been talking about. He said that he's going to trade Nikola Jokic. No, not so ever. So the two GMs, we're just going to see this whole situation. To me, is kind of weird and baffling because you just don't know what's going on with the Nuggets. Us as Nuggets fans want Denver to get back to competing for championships again. Granted, I know they made the playoffs, but they only had really a 6-man rotation. You couldn't trust some of the young guys. I know we need to develop more, but at the end of the day, shit, we need to figure something out with that. And Jokic, like he stated before in the press conference, his end of the year press conference, he needs more help. We need to get guys healthy. We need to, you know what? Matter of fact, what they need to do is go talk to the Denver Broncos strength and conditioning coach, or whoever trains the Broncos, because he seems like he's doing something right. Maybe you need something like that. If I was Josh Concrete, I will go out there and be like, hey, what are you doing to keep your guys healthy? Because it seems like either Jamal's hurt, MPJ's hurt, and Aaron Gordon's been hurt all year this year. So maybe go ask what they're doing out there. So now I want to know what's next for the Denver Nuggets. You know what I mean? With the new CBA rules limiting flexibility and the majority of the salary caps tied up to the four core players in Jokic, Jamal, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., the Nuggets are in a tight spot, to be honest with you. So we'll just see. They don't have a pick in this year's draft. They got Deron Holmes the second last year in the draft. Got injured and unproven, and got injured in summer league last year. I think he tore his Achilles last summer. And it feels like, I guess they're treating that as a first round draft pick this year. I know they need to develop Strother and couple other players, but key questions for the Nuggets, and not just for the Nuggets, but everybody has questions on this. Can they land an impact free agents with limited cap space? Who knows? I believe Bruce Brown is a free agent, and maybe you can get him on the cheap since he made all that money with Toronto and wherever else did he go? Indiana. He went to like 3 places since the Nuggets. Maybe you get lucky with him. With Holmes, oh yeah, Peyton Watson and Pickett, kind of develop them more. Maybe that can lead up to more depth on the bench, and maybe they can go ahead and take a bigger role within that depth. Could we cut and move Zeke Naji to free up some more flexibility? Like I said, previous GM killed us with the Zeke Naji extension. I think he could have just let him go a long time ago. Again, they also dropped the ball letting Pope go to Orlando. They had a chance to sign him. Honestly, I love Russ, but I'd rather have Caldwell Pope than to have Russ. Younger, fresh legs, plays better, or plays defense, and he's a better shooter. Let's just say that. I think if we'd have just kept him, maybe bring Bruce Bowen back, Brucey B, that would have been, enough right there with 7-man rotation. So it's going to be kind of hard to try to see what the Nuggets do when it comes to this. So I'm intrigued on seeing, and very interested to see what those two GMs will do with the Nuggets without having draft picks, trying to get some type of free agents on the bench. I don't know what we got to do, but we're going to have to move some things around. Like I said, I think Zeke Naji needs to go. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I just think his time has passed. If the Nuggets want to remain two title contenders in the West, just need a deeper bench. We all say that, but also we got to make sure Jokic is happy. We got to make sure we stay out of the cold tub, stay out of the training room with MPJ, Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon. I think with that core four and Christian Brown, I think we're good with that starting five. I just think we need about three more players to add in for some depth, and hopefully we can develop Peyton Watson, Pickett, and Stoddard, and Holmes can come along. Hopefully we'll have that. That makes if we get three, that's five, three good free agents, maybe just two, get at least to a 9, 10 deep rotation for the Nuggets and help Jokic out, but they need to score around them. It seems like they have their up and down. So if we can get them more consistent, I think consistency off the bench will help Jokic and Jokic will be happy. We always got to make sure the stars first. And hopefully Josh Concrete is talking to Jokic like, hey man, what type of player do you need so we can continue this run? Everybody says Jokic got 4 to 5 years left in his prime. I think he has a little longer because he's not predicated on athleticism. So I think he's going to prolong him a little longer than most NBA superstars. You know what I mean? If no one's LeBron, but I'm just saying it's not predicated on athleticism. So I think he'll have a longer role when it comes down to that. So hopefully the Nuggets can do something in this free agency. Maybe add two to maybe three pieces on the bench, just good players. I was willing to maybe trade one of the four. Most likely MPJ, you'll probably get the most for just because he's younger. I honestly think that if MPJ can take another jump, like I said, stretch out the floor, we just need to get more shooters around Jokic. I say this, get shooters around Jokic and some people that can play a little bit of defense. If you get one shooter, two shooters and somebody, to help Murray bring up the ball, that'd be better. Aaron Gordon improved a lot on his shot. Christian Brown improved a lot on his shot in the overall game. MPJ was just hurt. We know he can shoot. We know he can score. And just get a little bit better on defense and just stay out of the training room. If they can do that, I think Denver Nuggets will be more title contenders and just do it again. I think to be listed as one of the greatest of all time, Jokic needs one more title. You know what I mean? I think he has two left in him. I think he has two title runs left in him, and I think that can happen. But like I said before, y'all leave your comments in the bottom and see what y'all think about what the Nuggets could do or should do with the free agents or with the lack of free money they have for free agents. I know I've seen a lot of things about trading somebody, getting some cap space with a bunch of trades. What KD went to the Houston. People are getting better in the West, and Nuggets need to get better. Honestly, I think their starting five is probably some of the best starting fives in the NBA, but we need that consistent bench play. We need somebody to score off the bench. We need that scorer. So, Bruce Brown, come back, dog. Come back. Come back to us, please. With him, maybe another shooter and develop the rest of these guys. I think we're good. Peyton Watson, he played a good minutes. I think he's good, a good defender. Just got to get his shot right. Get his shot right.